welcome back to my channel for another video. So here we go again, BYND again, second time in a row, second video at BYND. There's a couple of stocks now that I'm looking at. I'm still trading futures, okay, futures is still there. I'm still trading the Dow, I'm still trading the FTSE 100, the DAX every once in a while, but I'm still dabbling around with my new broker, checking out some stocks. So as I said before, I'm going to incorporate some stocks into my portfolio going forward, and it's really nice actually to get back into stocks for a little bit of a change. As I said, futures is my bread and butter, and with my new broker I can also trade futures, so I'll be doing that as well. So interesting to just have a little bit of excitement back into me trading, because it does get very boring. You know, if you've been trading for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It gets extremely boring trading. It can be a lonely place. Now, I love it. I love my own company. Okay, I also think that's important. You know, if you're wanting to do this as a career, as a full-time job, you have to enjoy your own company, because you're on your own. You know, you're on your own. But in terms of the day-to-day trading, making money, losing money, it's you alone. You're a one-man band, you're a one-man show, so it does get quite monotonous. It gets monotonous, and you know, I think that somebody that's not been through this journey will find it hard to understand the likes of myself saying that it can get boring making money. It can, because yeah, it's very, very exciting at the start, but then it gets to the stage where it's just numbers. So I am now at the stage where I need to tweak things a little bit just to make things a little bit more interesting. It's great making the money, but you still have to you still have to be engaged, you know. And as soon as you become disengaged, that's where you start to make mistakes. Okay, so exciting to incorporate these stocks back into my portfolio. As I said, still gonna stick to the futures. I'm still the futures guy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. The setup was pretty similar to my last video, very similar. Again, you know, huge amount of space created, massive sell-off. I took this trade a lot later in the day, but again, you know, you got to wait and make sure that the setup is correct. You know, you can't just go jumping in. The setup has to be correct. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this week's video. As usual guys, make sure that you smash that like button, make sure that you subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and if you want to contact me, you can contact me on my Instagram, and that's sambora.00. Follow me also on Instagram. You can see what I get up to on a day-to-day basis. Enjoy this week's video. Quite similar to the last one, but again, you know, it's a nice demonstration of the consistency that you can implement into your approach using a strategy that has been implemented for quite a while now, and that is consistent. And again, you know, you can see that with my trades, you can see that with the setups. It's basically the same setups, which is important, because what it means is you should only be placing these trades, you should only be entering these trades when the setup is correct. Okay, because anything outside of that is a gamble. Okay, we don't gamble. Okay, we trade. There's a big difference. We do not gamble. This is trading. So you only go in when the conditions and the setup is correct. So enjoy this week's video. Okay, so here we go. BYND again. So this time 700 lots. So this is quite late in the session for me. It's very late in the session, but you have a look at that chart. You have a look at that setup. A massive sell-off through the full session, and what I was watching for was a hit a major support level. Now I knew at some point it would hit a major support level, and it did. So I waited for a long time for it to hit that major support level, and then I took advantage of that. Okay, so again, I wasn't so much trading the pattern, because I could have traded these patterns, you know, all the way down through the sell-off, but again, because I'm using a new broker, I was messing around with it, having a look at different aspects of what's available on this platform, and I just waited for that major support level to be hit, and then I took advantage, executed my trade, went in with 700 lots. Now, what I will say is there's a really good aspect of this broker that I've just came across this afternoon, and that is you can add to your existing position size. So for example, I could have started off this position with say 300 lots, and then I could have added the 400 to make the 700. So that's something new for me, because previously with my other broker, if I wanted to add, I would actually have to open up a completely separate position, and it would then actually be stacked. Okay, so with this you can literally add, and that's a very nice aspect with this new broker. And again, the execution was super quick. Very impressed with the speed of the execution, and it's comprehensive. You know, all the elements to a trading platform are there that you would expect, and there's a lot more to it. As I've said in my previous video, you know, my trading is very much simplified. I don't use any indicators. I keep things very, very simple. Okay, so again, this is the iPad version of the broker, and you can put any indicator that you wish is available there. Okay, it is available, but as I've said before, I don't like to use them. And again, if you actually go on and use the desktop version, there's a lot more. There's level 1s, level 2s. There's a lot of different statistics. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there love your statistics. You like to see all these flashing lights. You want, you know, mountains and mountains of data. Well, that is there if you want it. Me, I prefer just to trade my patterns, look at major support levels, major resistance levels, momentum, price action, and a lot of different aspects to make me enter and execute a trade, and also to exit a trade as well. Okay, so 700, nice lot size. I'm starting to scale up now, so I'll start to take bigger positions because I'm starting to get used to this new broker, and it is a bit of an educational process, because I've been using the same broker for over 2 years. So to come and use a new broker, it does take a little bit of time, and it's important that you don't just jump in with your 2 feet and then start executing the same kind of position sizes that you did previously. You've got to take your time and become very familiar with the platform. It's a very easy platform to use. It's very user friendly, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the whole setup. Now, where we are with this trade, I said that it had hit a major support level. It did, and it's recovered. And what's going to happen now is it's going to hit a major support, and it's going to burst down through that, and it's basically going to retrace. Okay, so what I need to look for now is I need to be looking to taking this profit pretty soon, because it's only going to recover so far, and then it's going to retrace back down. So it is starting to retrace there, and it is hit a major support level. I'm hoping that it bounces off that and it's rejected, and then we go and rally a little bit more, and then I will liquidate my position and get out. That's the plan at the moment. And anyway, because if I wait too long, what's going to happen is it's going to retrace down too far. It's going to break down through them major support levels again, and I'm going to end up maybe only making $50, or I could even end up in a negative net position. Okay, so I'm just waiting to see what it's going to do now. It is, you can see there it's trying to retrace, but it is actually being rejected, and you can see that rejection, it's basically just hanging there in the air. Okay, so because it's been rejected a number of times there, I'm just going to hold this a little bit longer. Now, not too long. And again, I will probably look for just over $200 at this stage, because I am just trying to get used to this broker. But you can see that now, that was a major rejection. You've seen that rejection there. So there's a lot more to this, to my setups than Space created. There's a lot more to it. It's all to do with, you know, rejections, support rejections, resistance rejections, momentum, price action. There's a lot more to it. Okay, but I'm probably just going to take that now because I'm pushing my luck here. So $277. So there you have it, guys, $277. Not as much as might have made previously, but what I will say is when you use a new broker, you know, you gotta just take your time and build back up to the kind of position sizes that you had previously been using. Okay, I think it's very important. You go in with a new broker, you take your time, and you know, you don't go in with your full position size like you previously did. You've got to take your time, scale back up a little bit, just to make sure that you're very, very aware of how the broker is operating, the way it's executed, set up, what you're looking at, all the different aspects of what that broker provides. And it is important to try and keep things fresh. You know, you gotta try and keep things fresh. Listen, not just in trading and everything. It doesn't matter what we're talking about here in life. You gotta just have that awareness of trying to keep things fresh. Let's see what we got next. Might be Tesla, might be CCL, NCLH. What else? What else? BAC, Bank of America, which I don't normally trade banks, but I've been looking at BAC. That's another potential. That's another potential because I've seen the setup for BAC is my kind of setup. You know, the kind of setup that I look for. So maybe BAC, yeah, BAC, Bank of America. We shall see. See you again next week for another video.